How to create effective memory palace images for study. Imagine walking through a familiar place and finding vivid, strange images that help you remember facts. That's the core idea behind creating effective memory palace images. When you use this technique, you turn information into pictures that stick in your mind. The trick is making those images memorable enough to recall easily later. Start by choosing a location you know well. It could be your house, school, or a park. The clearer your mental picture of this place, the easier it is to use it for storing information. Visualize every detail, doors, furniture, trees, so it feels real in your mind. Next, decide what you want to remember. Break down the information into small parts. For example, if you're studying biology, each fact or term should be a separate piece. Smaller chunks are easier to turn into images. Create a mental image for each piece of information. Make it unusual or exaggerated so it stands out. For instance, if you need to remember the word mitochondria, picture a tiny superhero power plant with a cape flying around your kitchen. The more bizarre or funny, the better it will stick. Connect each image to a specific spot in your chosen location. Don't just place it there, make it interact with the environment. Imagine the superhero mitochondria bursting through your front door, knocking it off its hinges. This interaction makes the image more memorable and easier to recall. Use all your senses when creating these images. Think about how it looks, sounds, smells, or feels. For example, imagine the smell of smoke from the power plant or the sound of the door crashing. Involving multiple senses makes the memory stronger. Make your images personal. Use things from your own life or experiences. If you love a certain mug, picture that mug in your scene instead of a generic one. Personal images are easier to remember because they already have meaning for you. Place two images in one spot whenever possible. Link to pieces of information together. For example, picture the superhero mitochondria handing a glowing energy drink labeled ATP to a tiny cell. This interaction helps you remember both pieces at once. Repeat images in different spots of your memory palace for long-term retention. Put the superhero mitochondria in your kitchen, living room, and bedroom. This gives you backup locations if you forget one. Practice walking through your memory palace regularly. Recall each image and what it represents. Do it forward, backward, and skip around. Repetition helps move the information into your long-term memory. Review your memory palace often. The more you revisit the images and locations, the easier it becomes to remember. Over time, creating and recalling these images will become second nature. By following these steps, you can turn your study material into vivid, memorable images that stay with you longer. This technique makes learning more fun and effective, helping you remember facts with ease.